Hello guys, I'm JJ here, and today I will be teaching you the basics of a program. So, first of all, I'm going to type in some things that we will not go over. I will not explain them until later in the tutorials. So just follow with me. First we write number include less than IO stream greater than. Then we write in using name space std semicolon. So as soon as you've written these things, don't bother with them anymore. I will explain what they do later, but currently don't bother with these things. Then we want to skip down some lines and we write int main main parenthesis and open bracket closing bracket. So this is how most of our starting programs will look like. This is actually a program in itself. You can run this and it will run. It won't do anything, but it will run. So the first thing I will teach you guys about is variables. We have a number of variables, and the first ones I'll be teaching you guys is the int variable, the char variable, and the float variable. Actually, I'll go over float sometime later. The int and char variable. So int is an integer type number, so a number from a number from 1 to 10 is integer. Also up to 200 and 900 and some thousands. They're integer values. An integer value is basically a value without any dots, so nothing behind the yeah. Basically, it's a full number. It's not a you can't have 1.5 or something. So it's a full number. A char variable is a variable including including letters. So things like S, A, E, stuff like that. That's what we're going to be using them for. So first, let's go over the int variable. A variable in itself is a changing, so that you can it's not a static value. So the let's say we make a integer variable called a. Since this is a variable and not a static number or a static integer, this a will always have a changing value. So you can always change the value of a at any point during the program. Though we will set a to be something. So on the next line we have already declared in a to be an integer value. So for us to be able to call a and do something with a, we can write a equals 10 and semicolon. Semicolons are the most are the ones you will get most errors from. You will always forget them, trust me. Even I forget them most times. And most of the time, if you have a problem with your program, try looking for semicolon errors, because they are the most common ones. Basically, so what our program is doing now, it's running and it starts here at int. It just starts this program. I will explain this later on, but it just starts it. Then it declares a as a integer variable. Then it sets the value of a to be 10. So a is now 10. And we can check this by using something called console output. But I'll learn you guys that later. So the way to set a character variable is by typing the same way. char for character, and let's call this one B. b equals, here we need the single quotes, s. So right now b equals the character of s. So each time we use the variable b, we will get an s. I hope this is understandable. But another way we can declare this is take for example this. I declare another int c, and I want int c to have a number from the start. So I say int c equals 2. This will make c be 2 from the start without us having to write this. So that's a way for us to give variables a value without actually having to write it in a separate line. So that's what I will teach you for this time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.